Hey everyone, so today we have getting started with Warhammer Age of Sigmar. So as you can see, it's the getting started with one. There are other starter sets that Games Workshop do bring out, but as you can see, focus. But as you can see, this is probably your cheapest option to, well, there's no probably, it is the cheapest way to get into Warhammer, specifically Age of Sigmar as well. So as you can see, you get one Stormcast and one Skaven unit, and as it says, your first models, no tools or glue required, because Games Workshop have said that with some of these push-fit models, they've developed them that you can push them off the sprue and away you go. Now, obviously, pushing off the sprue, you're still going to get the little nubs at the end from where it was on the sprue. So, first time opening this as well, and let's have a read. So, as it shows, so you've got the build section, as again, easy to build. They pushed it, no tools required. Talking about the mortal realms, and then obviously how to paint your model and where to go from there. Let's get this open. Flip it over. So, that is it. Yes. Sorry about that. So, nothing fancy on the box, just the barcode. So, this is where they're saying that these minis, that's it. So they are saying these minis do not require any tools to get these off the sprue. Now, how good they come off the sprue? Well, from other people I've watched, yes, you can push and twist them off, but you still need something to clean up the edges where the models were on the sprues. So, as much as they say they're not no tools required, there is a little tool needed, really. Right, so just going to do the base. So this one now is the Stormcast, and this one here is the Skaven. So I'm going to try and push these off without the tool to prove the point. So yes, you can take it off without the tool, as you can see, but like I said, you are going to get the little nubs from where it was on the sprue, so you still need to clean those edges up so that it doesn't spoil the look of the model. But I guess for getting someone into the hobby and trying it out, essentially this is a perfect method because it's £12.50 in obviously GBP. There was other prices on it to show what it would be in their country. So yes, for someone getting started, it's ideal because you might not want to invest in the tools. You might want to give this a go. You can push them off, and you might think to yourself, this isn't for me. So essentially you've only spent £12.50 or your country's equivalent, and it's not too much to part with to say, well, I do or don't like it. So push that, I can see in that sense, is a good thing, but for someone who's got other Warhammer models or other models that matter, you are going to have the tools to clean them up. And as you can see, there's not many pieces to it either. They're all push fit, so it's a very simple build. It's not going to be taxing on you or anything, but to get someone started, it's ideal doing this. So let's take a look at what's in the book. So as I said, it's the getting started with version. Nice little artwork on the front for the new Scaven and the Stormcast Eternals. So you've got your contents page. So as you can see, it talks a little bit about the different factions that you got. As you can see, it's just brief little descriptions about them because it's only a small little book. It won't go into much detail, but it's a nice background read. So you got your welcome, and there it's showing off the new Spearhead Fire and Jade game mat, and I do have that game mat because I have the Scathentide box, which you can see on my community tab. I've yet to fully open it and see what stuff in it is like, but from what I've heard, this Spearhead Fire and Jade is nice. So a bit more background again on the actual hobby. Some nice artwork. Again, that's showing off some of the Scathentide minis and bits and bobs from the previous Age of Sigmar as well. So now we're going on to the Mortal Realms. So this is where all Sigmar, the Age of Sigmar, is all based. So you've got your how to build guide. There won't be, there is a little bit of option, so you can choose which head you want for your Liberator. So you can either have it with the helmet or It looks like the face. So with helmet, without helmet, and there we go, showing the Liberator finished. Skaven is only two steps. So Skaven's a really simple build. It's just 2 hearts put together, put it on the base, and there you are, your Skaven minis finished. So nice, quick, simple build. Again, the Liberator also is quite simple in build, which is, again, it's ideal for people getting into, who want to get into the Warhammer Age of Sigmar as well. Lovely artwork of the battlefield. Stormcast this in the Skaven. And then a bit of background about Stormcast. Then to your Skaven. Another nice battlefield image. So I know that's your cities of Sigmar. I can't remember the other one, but in the top corner there will tell me what the battlefield's about. And so on and so forth. I'm not going to go through each one, but I want to get to the end to show what the last section's all about. So then gives you hints and tips then on what kind of paints you'll need to do your Liberator and your Skaven. So obviously the colours they're showing are the basic colours, but again, to get into it, it's best to stick to the simple ones before thinking about doing your contrast and highlights and all that. So again, it's showing you techniques, how to do the certain parts and all that. So it's quite helpful, step by step. And then obviously your next steps then shows, like I said, there was other ones. So there's your introductory set. So that one comes with a few more Stormcast and Skaven. You actually get some base paints and a brush. And then obviously it shows get dice and the range ruler. Your standard starter set, so again, no paints or brush in the starter set, but you do get more Stormcast and Skaven. So of course, that's going to be your next step up from this one, then that one, and then obviously your ultimate one. So essentially, from what I've seen, the ultimate starter set is similar to the Skaven type box, but the Skaven type box has 2 more books with it. I will be showcasing that at some point to pinpoint the differences. And then some more nice artwork at battles, and then more on building and painting. So the stuff you can buy, so paints and tool set, Stormcast paint set, and the Skaven paint set. And then it's showing like which colours are on what part of each model, which is quite nice, I think. And then collecting the Stormcast and the Skaven. And this is only the beginning. So, nice little introductory starter set, I will give that. And the ease of no tools required, like it says, but to clean up, obviously you'll need to get like little mold line remover or your hobby blade. So that wraps up the Sigmar bit. Next we're going to move on to the new magazine, which I will be doing with my son. I have got, so this one is done by Hatchet. This is the new Warhammer 40,000 Combat Patrol. So like I was going to say, I'm doing this with my son. I've got the premium subscription, so I look forward to doing that, and it's a good way again into 40k's Combat Patrol. So as you can see, bright red sticker, issue 1, so you get the Space Marine Captain and a winged Tyranid Prime, your 6 dice, and there's a battle mat. On the back tells you about what Combat Patrol is going to entail. So it's going to include all the stuff to build, paint, reads background on each one's, collecting your miniatures and playing some skirmishes and whatnot. And then shows their issue 2, 3 Von Ryan's Leapers, and then it delves into a bit about the Tyranids and how to fight with the units as well. So, sorry about that. So, here you go with your Combat Patrol magazine. So again, it's going to be similar to the getting started with one. It's going to have obviously your sections. So as you got first part, your building, read, so welcoming you to the 40k universe, a bit on the Space Marines and the Tyranids, the collection of them two, and play a game with just these 2 minis. So like the other magazine, for the Sigmar one, you've got your build guide and instructions, obviously showing you using a mold line or scalpel to remove, and talking about gluing, why not use too much and whatnot. So obviously there's your instructions how to build the captain, and then how to build your prime. Welcoming you to the 40k, talking a bit about each of the factions in brief, very brief I will add. Nice little battle scene, Marines, there's Tyranids, and then little description of the Tyranids, and then you've got your basically your data sheet for your captain. Also you can name it by rolling a dice, so you can say it's the captain can either be Lucian, Marius, or Caius, I believe you say it. And then the steps then as well, so if you've built, painted, and you've played. Here we go, this is the data sheet. So this tells you what the captain is capable of, along with then moving on to the same thing with the prime. So it can either be Specimen 45, the Ark, Haven, Horror, or the Shifting Shadow. And then again, built, painted, played. And then your datasheet with what it can do, and welcoming you to Warhammer 40k. And here is a little bit of core concept. So obviously there's your captain, and then once you get the termagant, you'll be able to play with them. But in this one shows you how to play with your captain and the prime. So in mission 1, and then telling you about each steps with the turns, and then what it'll look like on the playmat, and your little hit counters as well, which you got to cut out on a separate sheet. And there we go, that's that bit, that's the magazine covered. So, on to the minis. So, they are on sculpted bases as well. You do get 2 little black bases that they fit onto. So this is the scenery part, which the captain stands on, I mean. Obviously his weaponry, parts of the armor, and then the head as well, and then onto the prime. Nicely sculpted molds. And when were these by Games Workshop? I know there's a date on each of these. The upside down. So as some people have pointed out, some of these are from, well, people believe these are from the Warhammer Leviathan mold, so hence why they got 2023. But still nice little molds. They'll produce some nice little miniatures. What else came with the magazine? So there was your 6 dice as well, like I said. Talking about the collection, and a nice little poster once all this is out. So obviously, because this is by Hatchet, this is showing, obviously if you subscribe, what gifts you can get. They're the battle cards, yeah, Battlefield Essential cards. And then obviously 9 combat patrols, so it shows you're going to get your Space Marines, your Tyranids, Leagues of Votan, the Eldari, Astra Militarium, your Gene Stealer Cult, Orcs, Chaos Space Marines, and World Eaters, along with these paints and the brushes. So this is an overview after 90 issues, I believe. This is what your army will look like without the premium editions. And talking of premium, here we go. So, like I said, I have subscribed to the premium because this is going to be for me and my son. So, as it shows, so Premium Kit 1, Dreadnought and the Hive Tyrant. Premium Kit 2, which I really do like the look of. Demon Prince is going to be my favourite of this one. And then the Howling Banshees. Premium Kit 3, so you got the Killer Cans and the Brokia Thunderkin. They look good. And then your final ones, the Rogel Dawn Battle Tank and a Brood Coven. Now I do like the look of these two. And that's basically it. Obviously, your first issue is $2.99, the second one then changes to $6.99, and then your usual is $9.99. Of course, shows you where to send it off to and that, and obviously the free stuff you can get with your subscription, like Hatchet always do. But here's the final thing, the game mat. This is a, not card one, but laminated paper kind of one. It's still sturdy, does the job, and if I remember, it's two-sided. Yes, so you got an industrial, and then you got one that's out in the open on space rocks and that. But it's a nice little addition. I'm not pulling it all out because it's quite a big mat. It's designed to be a tabletop mat. So I am going to look forward to doing Warhammer. I'm not giving up on my other models. This is my thing at the moment, but I still got the car models and all that still going, so I'm still going to have content for them. It's just I've caught the Warhammer bug, as they call it. But thank you for watching. Please give a like and subscribe, it helps the channel out, and I'll catch you all again soon. Bye for now.